Just to update, a massive 7.4 magnitude earthquake has hit New Zealand's South Island. Widespread damage, cutting power. There are problems with the roads. The quake was centred 30 kilometres west of Christchurch and 33 kilometres underground. There's massive damage, widespread damage. It happened about 4:30 this morning. Civil Defence will go to them very shortly. Back in a moment.
Liquefaction, 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 liquefaction.
A woman was asleep during the quake when her friend started dragging her from her bed by her feet as the bricks started falling down around her. And she said she literally owes her life to her friend.
Denise tonight, as you can see, into the woman's bedroom from the street. And stay with us at News Talk ZB. We will have continuing coverage throughout the morning on this earthquake that's hit us overnight in Christchurch.
Well, I thought it was more of a jolty, tumble-dryer type experience than a roller coaster sliding movement. It was more like a jackhammer had been thrust into your house and just was ripping the house up and down, side to side, whatever way it wanted to turn. It was nasty. It is hard to fully appreciate just what misery and madness is actually ensuing out there in terms of the damage wreaked by this quake.
Liquefaction, liquefaction. Liquefaction. Liquefaction.
Anyone wanting to take advantage of the situation and loot can expect the severest possible penalties.
Liquefaction, liquefaction.
We are just incurring another aftershock as I speak to you. This building is on a rolling motion.
Do they freak you out?
The one at 4:35 or thereabouts was the most petrifying few minutes of my life. I've never experienced anything like it. I mean, I was living in Wellington, but like you, Paul, I mean, we both worked in radio in Wellington with those earthquakes. This was bigger than Ben Hur. I could not believe the sheer violence of it. And
Christchurch Mayor Bob Parker says in the coastal eastern areas of the city, there's been what he calls liquefaction. Liquefaction.